Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHW Show podcast featuring the one and only Obi-Wan myself as I'm getting ready for Hat City Havoc. That's right, Northeast Wrestling. As you can see on the screen, with a couple of matches that are already being scheduled for Saturday night, April 29th, 7 p.m. at the Henry Abbott Tech High School in Danbury, Connecticut. I will be there, and I'm hoping that all you HHW show fans will be there as well. Northeast Wrestling fans, I mean, look, it is going to be fire Saturday night. You don't want to miss it. And of course, once again, the HHW show, Hard Hitting Wrestling Show, is going to be there live. Myself, front row. Where are you going to be? Because you don't want to miss these matches, especially this one, which is pretty much the top story in Northeast Wrestling. Bethel's Brian Anthony and Northeast Wrestling champion Matt Taven, they went ahead and accepted the challenge for JT Dunn and Brad Hollister as the new tag team titles, the new tag team champions. Gotta say that correctly, because JT Dunn and Brad Hollister are the first Triple Crown winners, and they went and they wanted their first defense to be against Anthony and Taven. Now, all these four men have history with one another. There's a lot of hate between these two tag teams, and who's gonna come out on top? Well, that's my prediction that I have tonight. And that is JT Dunn and Brent Hollister will win Saturday at Hat City Havoc. Now, there's a lot of things that can happen in this match, and I'll tell you, Kerr, could he get involved? All right, could Vito send Kerr to cause distraction for either Anthony or Matt Taven? I mean, I don't think Vito's gonna quit for him trying to chase that the heavyweight championship title that Matt Taven has. And I said it before, with Kerr, he's not doing great wonders with him being around Vito. He was better off being solo and take the title away from Matt Taven, but it doesn't seem that's going to happen. But should this be a fair game, it's going to be a close match. But for JT Dunn and Brent Hollister, they just got it going on, man. They're on fire, and they just got the belts. Just 1 week of winning the tag team titles. I just don't see it getting off their chest or around their waist anytime soon. The Acclaim versus the Righteous. This is going to be an awesome match. They're a special guest for the Northeast Wrestling. And the Acclaim, I'm taking them. They're my favorites. I love watching them on TV. And I'm glad I'm going to watch it up close, front row with them. The Righteous, I mean, Dutch himself was probably one of the first superstars that I met when I started going to Northeast Wrestling. I like all four of them, but if I got to pick the winner, like I stated before, the Acclaim are going to win that Saturday night. The new live title match is KC Navarro, the champion, versus the Enforcer Lucas Chase with the victorious BRG. Look, this match should have happened a couple of months ago, but travel issues happened and other things happened. But finally, we'll get to see this match. Right now, KC Navarro is just on fire. I mean, this guy is going against like top-notch superstars and everything else. I mean, look, if KC Navarro is going to lose this title, it'll be because BRG is causing a lot of distraction and disrupting his momentum. But knowing KC Navarro, I think he's very, very prepared for anything that comes his way. I got a slight edge, and I got a feeling that KC Navarro will come out victorious. Sorry, BRG. I know that's your name. You like that sweet victory, but that sweetness is going to go sour pretty soon. And KC Navarro leaves Danbury, Connecticut, still the new live champion. The Four Corners Tag Team match. I just got a gut feeling that whoever's going to win this match might be the number one contender for the Northeast Tag Team titles. But if I was to pick a team, look, Waves and Braids, they ended up losing. I just don't think that they have enough. I think their sorrows are still there from losing that title. Then you got the Brick City Boys, which still they still got to prove that they're one of the best tag teams, especially for that faction of the Victorium. You also have Hunter Tarko and Lorenzo Vendetta. Finally, they're getting together. They spent a lot of doing singles competition. Now they're together. But if there's any tag team that I need to root for right away that's going to come out on top, it's got to be the Miracle Generations. I mean, these two got battle tested last Saturday, singles competition, and they're ready. These guys are ready. They're champions in other independent industries. They're here. I mean, they're still trying to seek for that first victory as a tag team. On April 29th, the Miracle Generations will win and become the number one contender for those tag team titles and get their rematch against JT Dunn and Hollister. Special appearance will be Hacksaw Jim Duggan, one of my favorites, the former and the Hall of Famer of the WWE. Hacksaw Jim Duggan made history as being the first winner ever to win the Royal Rumble, and that took place back in 1988. Willow Nightingale versus Tina San Antonio. I love this rematch, and this goes dating back to the show before the show, which was in January of 2023. Willow Nightingale ended up being victorious over Tina San Antonio, but overall, both of these females are even. They're 1-1. So I consider this match as a tiebreaker. But Tina San Antonio's already won the first round of the tournament for the Women's Championship. Bringing in Willow Nightingale, I think the momentum's going to go for San Antonio. So my pick, sorry Willow, but San Antonio will win Saturday night. Other matches to consider, the Real One versus Flip Gordon. Taking out Flip Gordon to win this match. Keith Youngblood returns. And I'm very happy. I'm a big Keith Youngblood fan. I've been saying it before when I'm started to broadcast NEW. But he is the man that is responsible for me to not only step foot in there, but for me to love Northeast Wrestling and the way everything came to be. The interview with Keith Youngblood, he is responsible for me to be one of the biggest fans of Northeast Wrestling. But he's making his return since May 7th, 2022. He only had 2 matches in 2022. Now he is back in the last week of April. I'm hoping that this is the start of his journey and we get to see more of Keith Youngblood in the near future. Rex Lawless versus Wrecking Ball Legursky. This is a rematch from January 2023, the show before the show. Wrecking Ball put a ice one on Rex Lawless, and he was flawless. And Legursky is looking to do it again on April 29th. So I am taking Wrecking Ball for the win. And the beautiful Brad Baylor with Danielle versus Love Doug. Look, Baylor already defeated him already, and we might hear it as to why he still continued to wrestle or to have a match with Love Doug, but he took care of business against him. But I'm just curious to see what is the connection between Brad Baylor and Danielle. Okay, Danielle wasn't the original person to come in the ring with Baylor, but I think after those 2 ladies that escorted Brad Baylor, I think the first time with his new gimmick, finally he found one, and there's a big connection there that we're missing. Who is really Danielle? That's what I want to know. I'm not just the lady that puts all that ointment and oils all over Brad Baylor, but I'm just curious as to what role is she playing, what connection does he have with Brad Baylor, and could she be responsible for him to move to the next level and maybe in the future chase a title or something, right? Like the New Life title. I think Brad Baylor is up and coming, and being that he is the heel of NEW, he's doing one hell of a job. So more props to him. But in this match against Love Doug coming out on a sneaky win against the Dominican Vargas. think I got Brad Baylor once again, the beautiful Brad Baylor, winning Saturday night. There might be other match cards. Of course, once again, there could be some changes going on. But listen, I'm going to be there, and I'll give you the feedback and everything else, the recap and the reactions on NEW